Okay, this one is 13 minutes long. Let's
Woo!
go.
Okay, this is the episode I'm so jealous I'm not in.
Seriously though, he is so mad that he's not in this. Like, I sent him this. So he wanted to read the whole thing. So I was just like, whatever. Okay, I'll send you the whole thing. And so he had read. He was one of the few people who had read besides like the Central Central Six, who had read the entire show. And he's the first thing he does is he sends me an email and he's like, "Why am I not in episode 6?"
Well, I didn't. Well,
yeah.
If I said that, it was joking because I knew I couldn't be.
Yeah, no, I know, but like that was what you did. You sent me an email and said that, and I was like, because you're not, dude.
No, like,
By the way, can we talk about how shocking the beginning of this episode is?
The part where
it's Kim's face. It's Kim's face.
It's Kim's face.
Oh, I love this. She's so mad at them. Like you guys are, I am so personally offended by your stupidity.
Like when you're watching a television show and the characters do something so insanely stupid and you're like, no,
can't you become violent?
You idiots. you dumbs.
The entire time watching Breaking Bad, I'm just like, Jesse.
Also,
Jesse doesn't do stupid things, his life just sucks.
He occasionally does stupid things.
It's actually interesting how big the archivist thinks the Burke's scope of influence is, because it's actually not that big. I don't know how big she thinks the United States are, or like how big she thinks the world is, but she thinks that the Burke's are the be-all and end-all at this point, and like I don't think that it's actually as big as she seems to think.
Well, she does mention that Greendon has more territory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Brayden has more territory.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
I'm not sure I'm entirely clear on exactly
So it's a metaphorical journey.
the geographical scope of the territory is there.
Alright,
You're
We
traveling.
could run with that.
first question. Do we need to engage him?
No question. We're burning through gas much faster than I
So
thought.
these guys,
These
these guys are great.
I'm a
Harvey
try on
and
this
Quinn,
one.
I actually based
Hold on.
on my little brother and one of his friends, and so
Who happened to be the two
Who
actors?
happened to be the two actors. So when I was filming them, I initially thought, well, I'll never get them, but I thought, well, I might as well ask, do you guys want to play these roles? And they were like, yes. Well, okay, one of them needed some.
Are you traitors?
Convincing, but they did it, and they were totally game about it, and they were the best. Like, these guys rock.
Talk about typecasting.
My sadness is that the horses are discussed, but it could have been shot in a way that never shows them, but alludes to the fact that they could be there. But you obviously don't have horses. It's like,
Well, so initially there was going to be a scene with Keller and the horses, and there was a whole thing with where
Kelly was played by Amelia.
Yeah.
Keller's
Yes.
care is
No.
the
My camera,
Appreciation going.
the mercenary that Trace doesn't sleep with is Keller.
Yes. Wait,
And-
a mercenary. I thought you said traitor. I was like, there's a couple of those.
The mercenary.
It's just
And
taste him out like Pythagoras himself.
Actually, we don't know what we're doing.
And so
Charlie, Harry, and I were
there was a
friends.
scene where Keller and
Where
Kimber and
Everyone's
Adrian
dead.
went to see the horses,
Same thing with her,
and
right?
Keller was taking care
Where
of
are you
them and
from?
was, generally
We're from
you know,
Arizona. Quinn and Harvey started up this
violent
caravan.
and
I had no
aggressive.
idea copy of
But
such high
I
demand
ended up
after
cutting
we
it
rolled
because the episode was way too
So
long.
you and
This one's 13
Keller.
minutes long.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, and it would've
It's
been-
the longest
Right.
episode?
This is the longest episode. It's
you're the
13
Jane
minutes.
to their Mal.
That sounds familiar.
Firefly.
I think I saw
Do
that
any of us
somewhere.
want to fight?
No, he didn't. You lie.
You without television.
I love Wes
I think we
because
just go back to, like, an oral
he's very
tradition, you know?
straightforward, and I can
I'm like
respect
telling
that.
stories.
Yeah, he's Pavlov.
You're such a nerd.
And also he's played by Michael Pavlov, and so...
We already said that. Get with the program, Kevin.
Duty calls.
Sorry!
No.
That isn't fetch.
That's happening.
It's not going to happen.
Is this thing on?
I said that at work once, and everyone.
Oh my God, Connor. Okay, so Connor, my little brother, played
It's an
Quinn.
informal
And
Which one is he?
he's the one on the
What's
right.
that you guys
with
up
the
in
hat or
Arizona?
without?
Is that true?
Without the hat.
Okay.
But so he actually had a hat. He had this beanie that he was supposed to be wearing, and you see him in it really, really briefly at the
So,
beginning
how
of the
did you
scene.
guys get started?
And then he's immediately just like taking it off, and we're like, dude, keep the hat on. It's awesome. It's adorable. And he's like, yeah, totally. I'll keep the hat on. And then camera's rolling, takes the hat off.
We survived with King's ransom of coffee beans. Most common drug addiction in America. Is it a drug?
Yep.
I don't know.
That's stupid post-apocalypse. Sorry.
Looked up the horses.
These guys did. Well,
Southern Nevada.
so did these guys, but
Going on down south.
They were
Is it
stupid
any better than
pre-apocalypse.
they were stupid pre-apocalypse.
Well, they were resourceful.
Water earthquakes. I expect we'll see a mass migration.
I love these characters because they're
So why
so
trade?
like they saw the opportunity and they took it, and I can just really respect that.
Yeah.
We
They were like, we are going to capitalize on America's addiction to caffeine. Hey Connor, it's your episode. You want to come be part of the commentary?
No.
Okay.
Traded up.
Careful then, don't walk in front of that.
Traded for food. Traded for a life on the road.
Bye, Connor.
Bye Connor!
Bye.
That was
Hear
Connor's
you soon. Harvey and
declination.
Quinn, merchants
He
extraordinaire.
declined to
Declined.
participate. He declined to participate.
Not so much.
Apparently, we're not cool enough for him,
English is
which
No,
is
no,
which
it's
is
just
clearly
curious.
false.
It's what merchants always seem to have in books.
Yeah, we don't have any skills.
So you want to do that?
Yeah.
No, but I'm going to
Yeah.
I'm looking over the map.
if I can.
Sure. I should probably go with them.
This scene was so hard to film because it was the sunset.
Thank you for the interview.
So
madam.
like we were having to move around the car
Thank you very much.
as the light changed.
Well, thank God for single takes.
Hey, Keller.
Mountains! I appreciate the mountains in the background of this.
By the way, where is End Time supposed to take place in the world?
And also in the Pacific Northwest, like ambiguous area in the Pacific Northwest.
Personal curiosity?
Because you know we got all of these great like Northwest locations to shoot at, so I'm just like we're just going with it.
Right, kind
Oh,
of.
yeah.
That has something to do with the fact that we are,
Yeah, she
based
might kill me.
in
Not much.
Washington.
Yeah.
Why don't you like Keller?
So we have all this Washingtonian scenery because we're in Washington. So
Hey, it's Kimber. Wait, Kimber.
Oh, what's going on? What is Kimber trying to trade for?
I wonder what it could be.
We actually don't know at this point.
Tune in next time to find out what's up with Kimber.
We tried to
What's up
do.
with, that's a sitcom.
What are they
What's up with
talking
Kimber?
about?
No, I tried to make it a trending tag. I tried to
Is
tag
it a
things.
sitcom? Like, think about it.
I think
This is kind of sitcom-y
No,
sometimes.
but What's Up with Kimber? If that was a show, do you think it would be a sitcom?
No.
No.
What's up with Kimber? That's me.
go ask the moron.
Who's that girl?
Kimber.
She's dying.
Kimber!
Oh, we're terrible people.
Hey, I can make that joke because I actually have a chronic illness.
I know.
Yeah, see, I can make that joke too. Yay!
So let's talk about that really quick.
We should wait until we get to the Kimber bit.
Oh,
On the
yeah.
outside, it just looks like
That's
This one was so fun to film.
I was so
Us explaining
proud.
Doctor Who.
Oh my god!
Abby and
These
I
poor guys!
Had
They
the
actually
greatest
like.
Doctor Who rant.
So
You can all fit in it once.
I said, well, I know what will be fun. We'll just have them improv this scene. And they were like, are you kidding me? And I was like, we should do it anyway. And so this entire scene is improvised.
Scenes.
Yeah, and every single thing that happened around the campfire, like with a couple, we got a couple like prompts, like Abby and I tried to explain Doctor Who to all the non-nerds, and then I had the idea to have Charlie get the guitar because I'm a guitarist type person,
Kevin is not
as
pretending he was
indicated
ready.
by the fact that I
Yes.
kind of wrote the theme song and credits music, but
And some music major.
so that was, but all the actual dialogue within the scene is completely improvised with just a few exceptions.
Yeah, the very final scene in this is not improvised. And,
Hey, it's meta again.
and that opening line And that opening line, which is like one of my favorites, where she says, "And so then I say, Adrian, get back in the house." That was not improvised. I came up with that pretty like right before we were filming it, and I said, "I want you to open it like this," because I had to make the joke. I had to make the Carl joke.
Right. And he's gotten so much better.
Yeah. But I had to make it.
Oh,
Lighting
yeah.
was a major issue for this scene, wasn't it?
Lighting.
Yes. Lighting.
You
Yes.
can see the flashlight move.
We had this moment where I was like, wait, we can't see anything through the camera, and so I was like trying to gesture to Cameron to turn on his headlamp so that he could use it. We could use it as lighting.
And I did it in the middle of a scene.
Yeah,
too.
in the middle of a scene.
I was just like, yes,
Speaking
I am
of
subtle.
improvised, this entire thing that I'm playing right now, I made up on the spot. So if it is of questionable playing quality, that is my excuse.
But it's totally beautiful.
But it's awesome.
Can we appreciate the fact that Wes had the Arwen aura about him because of the headlamp?
Does that mean you're on the wellness? Trace is on the walnuts.
Right on the walnuts and West is glowing. The Hobbit 2 just came out.
Yeah.
Tell.
And
Remember,
Alex
folks,
Nolan has some
you are
opinions about
fired.
it.
You are dead.
I am fired.
I am dead.
He needs to give himself pep talks, okay?
That's really creepy.
Yeah, this is a little bit creepy.
But this
The
totally builds
ominous
the sexual
spot.
tension, though. Because, of course, Trace would
Alright,
look
but,
at him, and
I'm just taking that.
There was-
I feel like totally...
I was talking about that with these two, and there was well, so basically, imagine in all of your scenes together, the camera is like the gaze of like sexual objectifying. Like, if you are looking at the other one with the camera,
I don't know
you
what
are
it is you'll be
sexually
able to see this,
objectifying
So
them.
I suppose
And
it's
that's
just my
basically
message
the
in
whole
a bottle.
theme here, is that they're like,
But
they
the
have
rest of
this
us are gonna be
connection,
packing up and saying our
and
goodbyes. We're
there
leaving in
isn't
about,
really like,
I don't know,
it's
20
not
minutes?
like, it's not like,
We're just gonna
you
be going
feel
along
that
the
like,
season, so we'll
if
be
they
around.
met in real life, it
Maybe
wouldn't
we'll
be
see each
this
other.
great
Well, like you
relationship. They
said,
wouldn't get together, but
This
they
wasn't
feel
gonna
that
happen.
connection, and
They totally bang.
So,
they
I think I just wanna take
and
this
so
They
they bang.
totally
Think of as long as your mind
to
from
extend to you
Yeah, and so
virtual
they
high five.
both decide
He's
that
actually a dork.
they're going to go with that
Trace wrong.
relationship, and so
good
I
luck
think
in
that
all your
that's really
travels.
cool, and like it was something that I really wanted to say, especially because a big theme in the series is like ephemerality and like things that we know will end, and end.
Oh,
Like,
Speaking
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the end.
From Let's Bang.
yeah, let's make
Kudos.
everything. It's ephemerality.
Right, you know, it's the end of the world. Why not?
Yeah.
What else are
There's
you gonna
also
do?
that. Or you could be these
That
fools
was
and
a
you could just say
pun.
that it's the end of the world.
Oh, and don't you actually have an explanation of like why they can have safe sex in this world too? Like, don't they have like caches of condoms or something?
Well, they're traitors.
Yeah.
What do you think is one of the like most in-demand objects post-apocalypse? By the way,
Other
note
than
list.
coffee.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
We
Yeah,
were
we've been talking about banging.
Okay, that's true. You're
How did
right.
that
Yeah,
cross
it
the
was,
line?
it was a slow descent.
It was a slow descent, but I decided that was okay. So it was a slow descent, but
But have safe sex if you're gonna have sex, so awesome!
that was the moral of this episode.
Well,
Use
pretend that's
protection.
love, yay!